My name is Welch, and you're watching episode 13 of The Vault on the Down and Out Blading YouTube channel. For this episode, we're going to go back to 2003 to San Diego, California. We're going to watch a skating with Brian Shima, Nick Wood, and Lyle Shivak. This is a pretty short episode because the tape was recorded over partially with footage of us fishing, which is kind of lame, I know, because the footage is totally useless, and I would have rather watched all this awesome skating that I recorded over. And then the whole tape wasn't recorded on. So it's only about a 6-minute episode, but it does have a couple of classic Shima shots in it and a very classic Lyle Shivak shot. So I hope you enjoy this episode. But before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload new videos. Let's check out episode 13 of The Vault. The very first spot on this tape is the legendary San Ysidro kink rail. This rail is a little bit south of San Diego. The very first time I ever went here was with Brian Bell when he was filming for his video Wanted. I was there with Asa Cominero, Robert Gallegos, and Pat Linnon. This session here is Nick Wood and Brian Shima. And Brian's trying to do a fish brain to back Nugan. I marked it with my hand because I'm like, oh, it was cool, but it wasn't good enough to use in anything. It was pretty sloppy, for the quality of stuff we were looking for back then. Now, the lens is really dirty. For some reason, we always had dirty lenses. I don't know why. It looks terrible, especially when the sun's shining on it. You kind of saw me put my hand over it earlier to kind of block the sun from, hitting the dust and making it look dirty like it looks right now. Brian attempted a lot of tricks on this rail, but he didn't land really anything. Neither did Nick. The next spot, this is a spot you've seen in a video. I think it was in Maybe Leading the Blind. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below what video this was in for sure. But Brian is doing this bank to air. He's airborne. He's flying like a bird. It's amazing. He's doing it over and over and over again. And that's because he's shooting a photo. He's shooting with Sander Knook, and Sander was a good friend of ours from Holland. He shot for Daily Bread. He's actually married to Sarah Jaggers, who's the sister of Brian Jaggers and the step-sister of Josh Petty. So, cool Blader family. But Brian is just hauling ass, getting pulled by his Audi S4 that someone else is driving. I'm not sure who's driving it, but they're pulling him in Brian's car, and he's just doing this gap over and over again for the photo. Because back then, when you're shooting for a photo, you have to get it perfect for the photographer. And that's kind of why it was called business blading, because it was business. You had to get the shot, and it kind of took the fun away of skating for a lot of people, having to do it over and over again. Usually you do it, you land it, if you're happy with it, that's it. Maybe you don't like the one you did, so you do it again for camera, but when you have to do it for photo camera over and over again, it's definitely tedious. And, kind of dangerous having to do this over and over again, because this is a pretty gnarly trick. But look at that. Every single time, he laces it pretty perfect. And there was a lot of clips to choose from this session. And this is also in San Diego somewhere. I don't remember where, but it's outside of a school. And most of the schools in San Diego had something cool to skate. And this is another San Diego spot. Not sure where it is again. But Shima is trying to do Royale, dark side over to back Royale, and then hop through the tree to the ground below. And this was when Brian had a mohawk. He had a lot of mohawk phases. This was kind of the colored mohawk phase. He was dating a hairdresser for a long time, and so he's kind of a model for the hair. So he had a lot of cool hairstyles or different hairstyles back then. Now this trick, you've never probably seen it before because he doesn't really land it clean. He does it twice, which you'll see. And, definitely people would say counted, but the perfection level back then was pretty high. And you wanted to, the trick to be perfect. So you would do it over and over again until it was perfect. So he did it right there. The landing wasn't that clean. Now, it's funny that we were so picky about the landings and stuff when we weren't that picky about the quality of the footage. Obviously, this is not filmed that good. The lens is dirty. But I guess that's how it was. I mean, I love watching videos today, like from Mike Torres, who's an amazing filmer. The angles, the shots, the crispy lenses, the amazing skating. Skate videos have gone a long way from this back in 2003. Cameras have gotten better. Equipment's gotten better.
people went to school for it. You know, back then we didn't know anything we were doing. We didn't know what we were doing with, you know, art and graphics or videos, computers, and all this stuff. It all was learning along the way. And I think we did pretty good with 4x4 and rat tail and stuff like that for not knowing too much back then. Now, this is the last spot on this tape. This is a kink trail. I believe it's at San Diego City College or at SDSU, one of the two. And I could be wrong totally. So if you know where the spot is, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. But this is Lyle with a hard spin topsoul. And Lyle Shivak is a very underrated rollerblader. I mean, part of Santee crew, one of the greatest skaters of all times, in my opinion. His section in Daily Bed 5 No One's Children that I put out was really, really good. Really mind-blowing. He could spin all kinds of tricks. He had that really crazy fall off the beach pier, where he like broke his shoulder blade or whatever he did, which was gnarly. You've probably seen that clip floating around. But this is a pretty gnarly kink trail. And there's Sonder, who shot this. I definitely need to get a hold of Sonder, see if he still has some of these photos. And yeah, this rail, while it does lace it, he doesn't lace it that clean, but we did use it in a video. I believe it was the 4x4 video. Again, it's been so long I don't remember. So if you remember exactly what video that was in, go ahead and leave that in the comments as well. We've got a couple of shots of Lyle following him from behind. We like to switch up the angles so you can cut from, you know, the side view to the follow to the actual trick landed. And Lyle does not land this trick again. He doesn't do any cleaner. Right there, he went into the dirt. Here we have Shima. Same spot, but this is a level below. He just did that flat rail. And he's in the elevator. And this elevator actually goes up to where we're filming Lyle. And Brian's trying to do a line, which is a pretty cool line. Rail, elevator to rail. I don't think I've seen anybody do that before. It's possible. Let me know if you've seen it before and what video it's in. I'd love to check it out. Unfortunately, Brian, the topsoul he's about to do, he doesn't actually land it. And this is the final clip on this tape. And there we go. That's it.
All right, and that was a short and sweet episode. You've probably realized now that it's been a long time since episode 12 of The Vault. We talked about 5 months, so I apologize to everyone who's been waiting for a new Vault episode. They've just took a lot of time to put together, but now that I've gotten better at YouTube and streamlining the process, expect many more episodes of The Vault coming a lot sooner than this one did. I promise you that. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did and you like the series, make sure to hit the like button. Share this video with your friends. Leave any comments you might have in the comments below. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload new videos to the Vault, to the podcast, or any of the videos I do on this channel. Make sure to follow me on social media. I've listed my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in the description below. I also have a link to my Patreon page if you want to support this channel. Any support helps me out quite a bit to make more content for you all to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you all very soon back here on the Dead and Out Blading YouTube channel.